This is Willie Mandrell, the Mandrell Company, and I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about documentation, preparing to sell your multifamily property. Any property in between 2 and 20 units, or typically we're talking about 2 and 4 units, residential property. But this also applies to larger investment properties as well. So documentation, getting ready to sell. What are you thinking about? What are the documents that you need to gather? And I'm giving you right here is 4 sets of documents that your buyers, your potential buyers, are going to want to ask you about, your realtor is going to ask you about, so you might as well go ahead and get these documents prepared as early as possible. The first set of documents that you want are your tenant leases and the rent roll. So you don't necessarily have to provide the actual physical copy of your leases to your potential buyers, but what they're going to want to know is, when did those leases start? When do those leases expire? And then the second half of that is what each tenant is paying. So that's a big part of selling a multifamily. It's a big factor when potential buyers are buying multifamilies. Am I going to be able to move into a unit? If one of the tenants are paying below market rent, when does that lease expire, and when am I now able to increase the rent? So making sure that you are collecting that information, understanding when are your leases expiring, and what each tenant is paying, and being able to provide it to your realtor, being able to provide that information to your realtor so your realtor can provide that to potential buyers. The second item, the second set of items that you're going to want to collect are systems warranties. Did you recently have the roof changed? Did you recently install a new heating system or a new AC system? Appliances. Did you recently install appliances into any of the units within the buildings, or are they still within warranty? That is adding value. If you're able to take those warranties and provide those to the new potential buyer and show this refrigerator was installed last year and it's still under warranty, that is a great way to provide value. So you really want to go out and see if you can collect any warranties that you have from roof to heating systems to appliances, anything else. Systems maintenance. When was the last time that your heating system was maintained or serviced, should I say? If you have a good maintenance schedule in place, you really want to be able to, you should have been documenting that over the years, and being able to turn that over to a potential buyer is going to create value and give the buyer a sense of ease knowing that the systems were maintained over the years. So that is something else that you should be looking for in preparation for selling your multifamily house. And last but not least, we live in Massachusetts, and throughout the country, 1978 lead paint law. Lead paint is no longer used after the year 1978, but within Boston and a lot of the areas surrounding us, these homes were built 1910, 1920s. So a lot of them still do contain lead paint. If you have lead paint documentation, if your apartments have been lead paint certified, this again creates a lot of value, creates a lot of comfort with your potential buyers. And if you can provide that documentation right up front to show them that that's not something that they don't have to worry about any longer, they can now move children under the age of 6 in and not have to worry about the lead paint hazard. That is going to create a lot of value for you. It's going to help you potentially get a quicker sale and for a higher sales price. So making sure that you are also collecting that lead paint documentation as well. 4 things: tenant lease and rent rolls, warranties, maintenance schedules, and then a lead paint documentation. If you provide those 4 items or 4 sets of items, you should be in really good shape to get your property sold.